Songzap V3 introduces exciting new enhancements for loop-based music creation, allowing you to build full songs from simple ideas in no time. You can now import external samples, record and layer without headphones, and work in two different loop modes to cater for different working methods. In this video, I'll show you how to create a short piece of music using a combination of samples and new loop recordings. So let's start by creating a new song, naming it. I will also leave it on basic arrangement template and not have a counting, not have a drum beat enabled, and select the right tempo for the external samples I've already prepared. We can create the new song now. Next, I'll tap on the loop icon on the home page, which will open the loops window where we're going to spend most of our looping and creation time. Tap on loop import to open up your iCloud library. In my case, I'm going to select Freight Train Verse Beat, which is an 8-bar section of an electro hip-hop production I've made. You can bring in one of your own samples, just make sure you know the tempo and that you've trimmed the beginning of the file correctly so it aligns perfectly in Songzap. I'll also tap on the loop button at the top of the loops window so that we can cycle around the basic groove segment of our arrangement. Let's hear it. So I drag the right brackets of the loops window to the left to match the duration of my 8-bar loop. And now it's looping perfectly. Great, let's move on to loop track 2. I'll follow the same steps to import a bass loop. Let's have a listen to the two together. Turn the bass up a little. I prefer the second half, so I'm going to adjust the left bracket to the right to select a 4-bar loop. Great, now let's move on to recording some new elements. I'll switch to loop track 3 and open up the loop record settings. I'm thinking of recording some low, moody piano notes to enhance the feel of the loops I have already. So I'd like to hear a click track and then jump in and record the piano riff. So I'm going to switch to pre-roll mode. I'll leave the counting as 1 bar and I'll leave the auto stop after 16 bars also on so I don't record over my first take. So press record. Put the phone near the piano, hit play, get ready. Great, let's have a listen to that. Maybe it doesn't loop perfectly, so I'm going to try the second 4 bars. Alright, let's move on to some raps. I'm going to move on to loop track 4, hit the loop record settings. But this time I'm going to switch to live mode because live mode allows you to cycle around without being tied to a pre-roll. Means I can practice my rap, have a few takes, and then when I'm ready to record, I'll jump in. I'm going to leave the loop duration to 16 bars, even though the phrase I have in mind is only 8, because I might do a couple of takes and decide on the one that's better. And I'm going to leave sync enabled on, which means that the loop recording will sync to the beginning of the loop window and keep everything tied to the other loops. Okay, let's hit play and have a listen. I turn the piano down a little bit. I can hit record and forget about it and practice. Μια παρέα θυμωμένα παιδιά με ροκιθάρες σε μια μαύρη γειτονιά. Μια παρέα
θυμωμένα παιδιά με ροκιθάρες σε μια μαύρη γειτονιά. Νέα Υόρκη αρχές 80 κοντά σε πανσκηνές βγάζανε τα σωδικά. Το θόρυβό τους τον αλλάζαν συχνά και το hardcore τους κάποτε το είπαν πιο ρυθμικά. Χορδές και loopers που αγγίξαν γενιά, είχε και στίχη για ανοιχτά μυαλά. Μια παρέα θυμωμένα παιδιά με ροκιθάρες σε μια μαύρη γειτονιά. Νέα Υόρκη αρχές 80 κοντά σε πανσκηνές βγάζανε τα σωδικά. Το θόρυβό τους τον αλλάζαν συχνά και το hardcore τους κάποτε το είπαν πιο ρυθμικά. Χορδές και loopers που αγγίξαν γενιά, είχε και στίχη για ανοιχτά μυαλά. Μια παρέα θυμωμένα παιδιά με ροκιθάρες σε μια μαύρη γειτονιά. Νέα Υόρκη αρχές 80 κοντά σε πανσκηνές βγάζανε τα σωδικά. Το θόρυβό τους τον αλλάζαν συχνά και το hardcore τους κάποτε το είπαν.
Definitely like the second half better.
Και σου αλλάζαν παιδιά και το είχε στίχη για ανοιχτά μυαλά. Μια παρέα θυμωμένα παιδιά με ροκιθάρες.
Yeah, let's solo the track.
Νέα Υόρκη αρχές 80 κοντά σε πανσκηνές.
So I recorded without headphones, and you can hear the bleed from the backing track. Let's check out what the headphone-free tech in Songzap has done. I'm going to hit the HFR button here, and let's have a listen to after and before.
Μια παρέα θυμωμένα παιδιά με ροκιθάρες σε μια μαύρη γειτονιά. Νέα Υόρκη αρχές 80 κοντά σε πανσκηνές βγάζανε τα σωδικά. Το θόρυβό τους τον αλλάζαν συχνά και το hardcore τους κάποτε το είπαν πιο ρυθμικά. Χορδές και loopers που αγγίξαν γενιά, είχε και στίχη για ανοιχτά μυαλά.
Brilliant, it's nice and clear. So now I can do a little bit of mixing and balance the four loops together and solo the track. I've already done some basic balancing using the loop track faders, but now I'm going to go to the mixer. Flip to the loops. Let me bring down the piano and the vocals. Solo the bass. I'd like to compress the bass a little bit. That's good. Turn up the beat a bit more. Then introduce the piano. Let's flip to the advanced mixer. Give the piano a bit of top end. Let's bring in the vocals. Solo them, compress them.
Σε μια μαύρη γειτονιά. Νέα Υόρκη αρχές 80
πανσκηνές
βγάζανε τα σωδικά.
Tiny bit of reverb.
Το θόρυβό τους τον αλλάζαν συχνά και το hardcore τους κάποτε το είπαν πιο ρυθμικά.
Bring them back in the mix.
Μια παρέα θυμωμένα παιδιά με ροκιθάρες σε μια μαύρη γειτονιά. Νέα Υόρκη αρχές 80 κοντά σε πανσκηνές βγάζανε τα σωδικά.
There we have it. Song section jammed fast with samples, with two different types of loop recording modes, with headphone-free technology. I hope you'll find these features helpful. Happy loop creation and music making.